Kindy Rockstars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindy crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindy Rockstars. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kindy Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindy Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. We have a special treat today from New Zealand. Captain Festus McBoyle joins us. Finally, a pirate on the show. Welcome.
Hello, lovely to chat with you. Thank you for having me.
You got it. So tell us all about Captain Festus McBoyle. How did you develop the character? What's kind of been your career trajectory with that?
Well, Captain Festus McBoyle is a crazy old pirate, and I guess I'm not on my own. Currently, I have the lovely wife, Miss Lucy Drawls, who is the captain's partner in crime. And then I have a guitarist called Mr. Ebenezer Strong, who is the strongest man in the world. He is the old 1920s style, maybe even earlier, strong man with the asymmetrical leopard skin, lycra outfit. And he plays a mean guitar, that man. Does a good slide on his knees across the stage, I have to say. So that's pretty much us. It's three-piece. We're a vaudeville musical comedy show. We travel all over New Zealand, parts of Australia. Currently signed to Modern Sky in China as one of 8 artists selected, handpicked from around the world, which is quite a privilege. We're a live rock and roll spectacle. Basically, we have a lot of fun doing what we do. We're not your usual sugary, lots of hand flappy, waving, smiley faces, but we have a lot of giggles and a lot of laughs, and we tend to be very real and very true to who we are as people and true to who we are as artists. There's something in our music for everybody. And the show is hilarious. There's lots of comedy in there. Some of the comedy is over the heads of the kids, like the high seas. So there's lots of giggles in there for parents as well. And we believe it's really important that if parents have to endure a kids show, there has to be something in there that they enjoy as well. It's about celebrating family, diversity, and difference, and embracing the fact that it's okay to be a tall poppy. That's our core ethos. Be yourself, stand tall, be strong, be proud, and have a giggle. Life's short, enjoy it while you're here.
Yeah, it's definitely a common theme, I think, among the Kindy community is making music that the kids love, but that their parents like also.
Exactly. It's very important.
So how did you develop the character? What was kind of your inspiration?
Well, I mean, my background is I come from rock bands. I've been writing original music and been in rock bands since I didn't start late in music till I was 20 because I was too shy and I never really moved in those circles. So I didn't start till I was 20. And I played predominantly in rock bands, started off playing drums, and then I moved into singing, which was my main passion. But I was really embarrassed to sing when I was young. And I used to sing with my back to people because I was too embarrassed. So I got over that and then decided to sing in rock bands, and I did that for a long time. And then I got to the point where I was working with children. I've worked with kids over the years in schools and special needs facilities and stuff. And I started writing little songs for kids. And being rather an unusual oddball sort of character myself, I tended to attract the rather eccentric kids at most of those places. And we started forming little bands and little poetry groups and crazy theatre stuff. And so it stemmed from there, writing songs with kids. And I thought, well, actually, I could do this for a living. And so I formed this crazy pirate character. People has always thought I was a bit of a pirate. And my friend at the time created a costume for me. I started wearing that. And I started playing. I got a gig booked at the local community centre. And I was thrown into a room full of 50 kids with just me and a guitar and a ukulele. And it stemmed from there. And then I met various other people who played guitar who were equally as mad as me. I mean mad in a nice way. And we started doing 2-piece shows. And the next thing, we were booked for a theatre show. So we've always, our show doesn't really have a formula. It has a beginning and an end. And everything in between is a complete unknown. It's all on the whim of the captain. So we have a catalogue of 50 songs. So we just pull songs from that group. We feed off what people say to us, how they react, how they respond. We just find songs that basically I just pick a song and go, right, we're doing that one. And they all go, okay. And they do it. So it's really integral for us to be really well rehearsed, because it does get quite chaotic. And it literally flies by the seat of its pants, but all in a good way. So just a beginning and an end. It's complete chaos, everything in the middle. But it generally pans out quite well. And that keeps it excited and exciting, and it keeps it very much, every show is completely different. So we can do 3 shows in the same venue on the same day, and every show will be completely different. It's so that's part of what we love to do, is just keep it really fresh and really organic, and pull out the most weirdest and wonderful things that seems appropriate at any given moment.
So what's
pretty
the touring?
Much how it works.
What's the touring scene like in New Zealand and Australia?
There isn't really a touring scene at all. Okay, I mean, you can play kindergartens, you can play schools. Then obviously it comes from an educational angle, which we've done through New Zealand historical storytelling, and we've traced our getting to New Zealand through actually originating from England and coming out on the original immigrant boats to New Zealand. So we tie in our story with that as how we got to New Zealand. So we do the odd kindy and the odd school show, but our focus, I guess, for us, there isn't really a scene. Everything's cold calling. Everything's basically approaching every person individually. So it's a lot of work. So for us, we've taken a different route. We are targeting big festivals and theatres around the country. So we're looking at the bigger events. For us, we've played everything from shows from 16,000 people, big, huge, multi-genre events is kind of the sort of thing we target. So for us, we're just basically, it's me, cold calling and establishing relationships with people. And once we get in, then we're taken seriously, and then they see the quality of what we do, and it leads to good word of mouth being spread around, and more festivals, more events, more theatres. So we kind of let what we do the talking. But obviously it's a bit of it's always an interesting one trying to negotiate playing in a festival when no one's heard of you. But over the years, through trial and error, I've got quite good at that, and I sell our product or our art quite well, I think. We do quite well now, so there's not much we haven't really played in New Zealand. We were supposed to be, actually, this is the thing, we've kind of done what we could do here, but being signed by China, we're supposed to have been on our second tour of China. So that was all fully paid for, a few weeks away in China, touring around different festivals, which was going to be great, but of course COVID stopped that. And then we got offered a European tour, which was about 4 weeks, traveling all around Europe, playing big kids festivals over there. Of course, that's been, fallen over because of COVID as well. So we had, we've started to focus our product further afield around the world. We've got quite a good following with the pirate community in America, because there's a big reenactment thing over there, and we've kind of tied into that world and the whole musical comedy, novelty music sort of angle, because our music is very broad. It targets equally kids as it does to adults. It's very Monty Python, I guess, Spike Milligan, Roald Dahl, which I think a lot of us at our age can resonate with, So we've got quite a broad appeal. So we've started to push overseas and target specific markets, steampunk, pirate fraternity, Renaissance kind of stuff. And there seems to be a really good market for that. So we just keep throwing our line out and see what comes back in. But we thought we had it sorted. We thought we were going to be going overseas for some pretty big festivals and tours, but of course COVID's kind of stopped that. So the focus now has kind of changed again. You see, I have no plan B. If I don't do this, I don't know what I'll do. I mean, I've done lots of things in my life, and I got to the point at 40 where I thought I really don't want to do a full-time job. I don't want a normal existence. I want to do music and stick to my guns. And I've been doing that for a long time now, and it feels good to be doing that. It's a bit of an unknown sometimes financially, but we seem to have someone looking after us, and we keep coming through. Things keep opening up, and when things get tight, something comes through, and it's a good payer. So someone's keeping an eye out for us, and we just keep doing what we do.
Yeah, no,
I can't remember what the question was, but as I said, I'll ramble all day. It's me.
No,
I'm in my man cave. I'm happy and I've got my cup of tea, and I'm a happy man right now.
Yeah, no, you've got great look and great songs, and I was actually going to make that Monty Python analogy after listening to some of your stuff. It did remind me of that a little bit.
Oh, excellent! Thank you. Yep. Yeah, we've been compared to sometimes Benny Hill, which is a mixed emotion. I mean, I grew up with Benny Hill, but you either like him or you don't, and he's a bit dated. But I like that song. Is it Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West? You remember that one?
I do.
And
I love
like
Benny Hill.
Lonnie Donegan. Do you know Lonnie Donegan? Leave your chewing gum on the bedpost overnight.
Yes.
Yeah,
yep, I've heard that song.
Get compared to Lonnie Donegan quite a bit too, and also the Goons, the old English. Wasn't that Harry Seacombe, Peter Sellers? So I kind of grew up in that era. So it's in my blood, really. My grandparents used to listen to that sort of music, so it kind of infiltrated me from a very early age. And I like Roald Dahl because he's kind of a little bit dark, but kind of very accessible as well, which I like that. Yeah.
So as a very visual artist, and kind of getting back to the topic of COVID here, did you really make a transition to online video creation, or how did you kind of pull through all that? Which it sounds like you're still in, kind of.
Yeah, well, we're still in lockdown. We're in our 4th week. Probably got another couple of weeks at least, I'd say. Cases are dropping, but it's looking better. We'll probably go into level 3. Auckland is locked down. The rest of the country is out now into level 2, I believe. So it's a bit different for the rest of the country. But Auckland, we're still in our caves, so to speak. What did we do? Well, I started writing kids' books. Most of my songs are pretty much stories anyway. They all start off, a lot of them, as poems. So then they have music put to them, and I changed the phrasing to work with the music. So a lot of those songs are already books in theory, if not poems. So I've been writing books. I've written a couple of books this lockdown. I wrote one, the previous one. Digital content is, I'm sitting in our permanent location at home now, which is Festus's tent, the little room you get thrown out to when he upsets the wife. And I'll sit out here with my cup of tea, and I'm actually quite happy. It's good. So we've been doing digital content from here. I'm not big on live streaming. There's so many people doing it, and if you're going to do it, it's got to be. I don't know. It's very stripped back. So I kind of struggle with that a little bit. I'd probably put a little. I've tried a few live streams, and they work quite well. I've done them also for festivals, an American pirate festival over your way, and an English pirate festival. So I've been targeting those live streams for bigger events, which in turn helps us because more people find out about what we do. And Festus solo is a very different dynamic from Festus as the theatre troupe. It's not quite as grand. It's still cheeky and it's still fun, but I like having my gang around me. It's quite good. We bounce off each other a lot, and it's very spontaneous. And I play instruments to write. I'm not big on playing instruments live. I find that quite stressful. And I'd much rather be able to flail around like a wobbly old pirate and just use my mouth, because my mouth doesn't stop. It just keeps going. So it's a lot easier for me. So yeah, live streams, books, a bit of everything really. Just keep going. You find a way, don't you?
Definitely. All right. Are you ready to get into a song?
I am.
This episode's song is called The Sunshine Song. So tell us a little bit about the background of this one.
Well, the Sunshine Song is kind of like a vaudeville classic. It's a full-on onslaught with crazy drums and lots of noise. And I guess if you envisage a crew load of motley pirates all jumping around, bouncing off the walls, that's probably what Sunshine Song is all about. It's kind of it is a celebration of sunshine, obviously. But yeah, I guess for me, one thing I've always noticed is when I sing the Sunshine Song, it tends to rain, which kind of sums up my luck some of the time. So it's one of those songs which short and sweet, sharp, and you have to play it twice to really take it in. And that's exactly what we did.
All right, well, let's check it out. Here is the Sunshine Song by Captain Festus McBoyle.
This one's the Sunshine Song. I bet it rains.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3,
Make
4.
it warm, make it hot, 'cause I know just what you've got. Those sunny rays that tend to make me sweat. 'Cause I'm cold once again and hiding from the rain. I'm underneath this tree and dripping wet. Oh, won't you shine your sun on me while I'm underneath this tree? Oh, surely, son, that isn't much to ask. Except perhaps a glass of wine to accompany your sunshine, and a woolen blanket wrapped around mine. I think it's time to make it shine. Put a smile upon my face. I think it's time to make it shine. Put a smile upon his dial. Oh, won't you shine your sun on me while I'm underneath this tree? Oh, come on, sunshine, sunshine over me. Shine over me. Oh, come on, sunshine, sunshine over me. Shine over me. Oh, come on, sunshine, sunshine over me. Hey!
Cut them. Let's go again.
All right, Mr. Finnegan. On your head, be it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3,
Make
4.
it warm, make it hot, 'cause I know just what you've got. Those sunny rays that tend to make me sweat. 'Cause I'm cold once again and hiding from the rain. I'm underneath this tree and dripping wet. Oh, won't you shine your sun on me while I'm underneath this tree? Oh, surely, son, that isn't much to ask. Except perhaps a glass of wine to accompany your sunshine, and a woolen blanket wrapped around mine. I think it's time to make it shine. Put a smile upon my face. I think it's time to make it shine. Put a smile upon his dial. Oh, won't you shine the sun on me while I'm underneath this tree? Oh, come on, sunshine, sunshine over me. Shine over me. Come on, sunshine, sunshine over me. Shine over me. Oh, come on, sunshine, sunshine over me. Hey! Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call a rusty trombone. There you go.
That was the Sunshine Song. All right, Captain Festus, tell everyone where they can stream and download that song and where they can connect with you.
Okay. If you go onto the website, captainfestus.com, you'll find pretty much everything on there. All our Facebook, our YouTube, our Instagram, you name it, it's on there. All our videos, there'll be direct links to everything and so much more. So I would go straight to the website, captainfestus.com. You can find all our music. We've got 3 albums now, actually. We're working on the 4th right now. And all our albums are on Spotify and most other digital platforms. So, yeah, but go straight to the website, check everything out from there. It's the one-stop shop.
Perfect. All right. Captain Festus McBoyle, thank you so much for doing the show.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure. Look forward to catching up with you again before too long.
Talk
Take
to you
care.
again soon. Bye-bye.